G'day guys, welcome to my December income report. I hope you guys had a successful December period. I'm going to be sharing what I made on Etsy, Redbubble, merch by Amazon, and a few tips and things I learned along the way. I'll also be sharing the products and some niches as well. 7 days of money, making money every day. I hope that is you too. So in December we had 8,472 visits, 282 orders. The conversion rate had dropped a little bit from November, 3.3%. And the revenue was $8,914.34. So as you can see, the views were quite high at the start and then they dropped, then they picked up a little bit by the end of December. So November was massive for us. We did revenue $14,652.61. So it was consistent across the whole month. Okay, so back to December, our top day for orders, and that was the day that was our last day to order before Christmas for guaranteed before Christmas arrival. And our top revenue day was $681, and that was on the 5th of December. What I do think is interesting is the day before Christmas we had no orders, so Christmas Eve, but on Christmas Day we got a couple of orders. So most people found us through Etsy. 93%, 5,112. My husband and I were talking about this and just kind of saying so many of our sales are just from Etsy. If we had a Shopify store, we just wouldn't have got them. People look on Etsy, and so it's that search engine optimization that gets us seen and gets us sales. So once again, we didn't do any ads. Okay, so our top 5, 4 of them were sweatshirts, 2 of them were the same design. One was on a sweatshirt and one was on a t-shirt. And during January we've expanded into even more products with that same design, and we sold a phone case. So I haven't had a review from the buyer, so I'm not sure how it went, but I just chose one on Printify that was the best seller and put it on a phone case. So that's worth knowing, because a lot of questions I see in groups ask, well, how many listings do you have? How many do you need to get sales? It is that one design that made 1,500 in December. So we're just expanding to other products because people obviously love the design and it's a selling niche. So shoppers clicked on our offsite ads 850 times and they placed 17 orders. So here I've written the importance of SEO, and I don't have proof to share with you. I had a bit of a look, but I just wanted to say that I heard a rumor that if you copy and paste the title into the description box, then those first words help in the Google searches. So that's what we do. We just copy and paste the title to the description box, and as you can see, we have got a lot of views from ads and 17 orders. So I'm just going to keep doing that. Offsite ads brought in 948 Australian dollars, and there is the sales fees, 116. Okay, so our items, the niches are the standard ones: occupations, trending, family, Christmas. I was really surprised at how late some people bought some Christmas specific shirts. It was never going to get there before Christmas, but anyway, they did. 7 mugs, 51 t-shirts, 226 sweatshirts, 12 notebooks, 8 bags, a hoodie, tank, and 2 badges. I mentioned last time with the hoodies that I feel like I should have been encouraging more people that if it was out of stock that I could have offered it to them in a hoodie. Even if I had charged them the same price and said I could have done it in a hoodie, it would have been cheaper in some cases than going through Printful. So I've got a hoodies mock-up now, so I will be definitely pushing that more. So 74.1% with a sweatshirt and 16% with a bella canvas. So Etsy sales, we run a sale every 24 hours, except we stopped it in December. So that's why it's not the same as how much revenue we've made. So what we did, it was about the 10th of December and people were still buying, and I thought, let's take the sales off and just trying to curb the buying because it's not going to get there by Christmas, and I just didn't want the hassle. So we took off our sale and people were buying sweatshirts for $45 US. No questions asked, they just bought them. So my thoughts for December is we had that guaranteed Christmas delivery date, and then I created that personalized note, and we did that a couple of days later, and that was really effective. It meant that people had to say yes, they knew it wasn't going to get there before Christmas, and were they still happy to proceed with their order. We've had no complaints, no negative reviews saying it never made it before Christmas. Everyone was so well aware. So I'm really glad I did that personalization note, and I'll leave it up here in the cards if you want to watch that video. It just puts the responsibility back on the buyer. But I did really notice there was quicker printing time closer to Christmas. So I had a lady purchase a sweatshirt on the 21st of December, and it was done that day, and it arrived to her Christmas Eve. And so she got it before Christmas, which was just amazing. But she wasn't expecting that, so she was so happy and wrote an amazing review. We had a really disappointing experience with a print provider. It was to do with ash sweatshirts, and we had 5 of them, and it was the 17th of December, and they were available, so I put them through, and I put them through my locker, which I don't normally use. I normally use SwiftPod, but I thought, why not try it out? I'd used my locker for some dark heathers because SwiftPod didn't have them either, so I went with the ash, and there was 5 of them, and it was after Christmas, and they just cancelled them all. They cancelled all 5. Couldn't believe it. Like, I had held on to them for the full processing time, and then they just cancelled them because they couldn't fulfill it. So I spoke to Printify and was like, what's going on here? And they said they were expecting a shipment, so they accepted them, but then they didn't get the shipment, so then they had to cancel them. But that was hard to take, and it was so disappointing. And I had one customer who was understanding, the rest didn't reply at all. It was just really disappointing because I just wish they hadn't accepted it to say that they could do it. And then they cancelled after Christmas, so some of them had been there since the 17th, so 10 days they had been in their system before they cancelled it. So that was really disappointing, and Dave was like, we're not using my locker again. So Christmas Eve here in Australia, we sat through and we checked all the people who hadn't got their orders and when they were likely to come. So some of them who'd ordered, you know, in that week just before Christmas, we didn't worry about saying it's on its way, and they knew it was not going to be there. But if they'd ordered kind of middle of December and it wasn't going to get there, then I was going to send an on its way card. I ended up sending about 3 to people who'd asked, oh, I really want, like, can you express ship it? And I was like, well, no, that doesn't change the processing time. So I just put the mock-up with the specific coloured sweatshirt that they'd bought here and just say it's on its way. So cancellation wise, and this is disappointing, 40 sweatshirts in white, ash, sports grey, and there were times that they were nowhere. So Printful doesn't do ash, which is really disappointing. So that's why I'd really gone with the My Locker, because I didn't want to lose 5 sweatshirts because SwiftPod couldn't do it. So I went with My Locker, then they cancelled them anyway. But yeah, large and extra large in white and sports grey have been really difficult. Even today, the 13th of January, white, extra large and large, Monster Digital and SwiftPod are out. So income and expenses, Printify, we paid $7,413 in Australian dollars. Printful, we paid $739. Etsy paid us, they pay us every Monday. So profit wise, and remember I've kept this super simple, is $8,051.45. We actually spent some money on our business. So I bought this stand-up desk, we bought an iMac. Up until December, we had just been storing the cash we've been making in a bank account just because I wasn't sure how crazy December was going to be, and I just wanted to make sure that we had the money. Whereas now we're putting back into our business, so this means I'm going to be able to list for longer because I've got a stand-up desk and the iMac is just fantastic. So now our expenses are definitely going up. We lost the Star Sala badge. We lost it in December and we've lost it in January as well. And I just think it's a bit of a joke, to be fair. We have had 232 items that have got a 5-star rating, and yet we're at 94%. So one person put 1 star and I contacted them after they got the refund. They got a shocking print, but they left a review as soon as they got it. 1 star, all the things wrong with it. They didn't contact us at all. I spoke to them, I gave them a refund. I asked if there was anything more we could do. And I worded it so that I wasn't just asking for them a 1 star, but I said, oh, I see you've still got a 1 star there. Is there anything else we could do to help you? Did you get the full refund? Haven't heard anything. So I just think the star seller's silly. We have 5 stars, so if as a customer you don't actually understand what the star seller is, you can still see that we have multiple reviews and we have 5 stars, so it has not affected our sales at all. And I'm going to stand by our shop policies. I'm not going to do whatever possible to try and avoid a 1 star. She hasn't changed it and she got her money back. Something I do though, if someone gives a 1 star or if someone's just being a little bit difficult, I go and have a look at Karen Check, and you just type in their user ID, and then you can just kind of tell, is this one a frequent complainer? Do they make life difficult for the sellers? You can just see what other reviews they've got, and then you can kind of gauge what kind of buyer they are. Shipping price, I had someone ask me about what we're doing. So sweatshirts we're doing $6.99 and shirts we're doing $4. So Redbubble, we sold 3. We got our payout. We hadn't reached the $20 threshold. I do one just before the end of the year where if you haven't made that amount, they will give you the money that is sitting in there. So 3 stickers sold there, and we sold 2 of the shirt that had sold before. So now we've sold 3 of them. And what I noticed, I hadn't been going into Amazon much at all, is they've auto uploaded that same design to different shirts so that I've got the 10 slots full. So hopefully I can get out of tier 10 in 2022. That's my goal. So January's goals, 31 new listings, top sellers to multiple products. So that's where I was saying about putting it onto phone cases and just looking at different products that Printify has got, because I know the designs sell. Doing St. Patrick Day designs, and I'm going to share a video on researching the SEO and niches for that. I talked to you recently about getting an extra discount if we had 10,000 GMV, but we've only got 5,358 for December. But she said it didn't matter, we could do a wire transfer rebate. So that's 10,000 US dollars we will transfer to them, and they will put that and our 250 US dollars into our account. So we're looking into doing that at the moment. Like I said, we've kind of been storing our money, and that's going to be such a time saver. At the moment, whenever I notice we've got no balance in the Printify account, I transfer over 500 US dollars. So that would save me some serious time to just have that amount of money there. We haven't done the credit card, we have a business banking account, and that's what we do it through. It wouldn't work if we were paying Printify with a credit card, because we'd be losing our points that way. Because we just use a bank that's got it in US dollars, then this is an option for us that we're going to look into. The other thing I asked her about was if we were going to get another manager, and she said that they'd changed what they were doing and managers were just going to be for people who had 10,000 GMV per month, which obviously we don't have. So once again, our favorite place to sell to is Texas, North Carolina, Tennessee. So our different companies that we use, and I have mentioned all these: Monster Digital, SwiftPod, Spoke Custom Products, Primer Printing, MWW On Demand, MyLocker, and Dream Junction, sweatshirt, t-shirt, mug, paper products, bags, hoodies, and they're the colours. Like I said, large and extra large and sports grey were really popular for us, so it was really frustrating that they just didn't have the stock. I hope you're getting sales at the moment in January. If you've got any questions, please ask them below. Take care. Bye.